I'm going to do your progressive news headlines as we often do at the top of the show. But Dean was here and I just wanted to make sure we got him in. Check it. Here are some important dates that y'all need to know. Okay. These are important dates for the Georgia state runoff election. Monday, December 7th is the last day to register to vote in that state. Now, our good friend Greg Palast always encourages everyone not only to register to vote, or if you just voted, you probably think that you know that you are still registered, but Greg Palast suggests you all check your registration if you are down there in Georgia. Monday, December 14th, you can start voting. You don't even have to wait into the new year. Early in-person voting begins, which is great. Tuesday, January 5th is election day. So you got 2 weeks, and then we should know. 2.5 weeks, maybe. It's about 3. It's amazing how fast time flies in December. So these are the dates, very important. Last day to register to vote is Monday, December 7th. You can start in-person voting December 14th. Again, this is just for people in Georgia. On Tuesday, January 5th is the election day where hopefully we will be able to beat the forces of voter suppression and take the Senate. How cool would that be? All right. So here are the rest of the headlines for today, Monday, November the 23rd. And again, thanks so much for watching. It's always a pleasure to be here with y'all. Here, I'll put this over this way, so you can see it. Joe Biden is the president-elect, while Michigan's Republican-led legislature is still investigating the election. It will not award the state's 16 electors to GOP President Donald Trump. That's good. Senate Majority Leader Mike Shirkey is making that explicitly clear. He has been reassuring local media outlets that state law awards electors to the winner of the state's popular vote, and Biden won the state by more than 146,000 votes. There you have it. When it's in a meme, then it's obviously true. In spite of hundreds of activists who protested at the Michigan State Capitol on Saturday, repeating the president's unproven claims of widespread voter fraud. Whoop, there's the think. Yeah. Well, anyway, they were trying to get him to quote unquote stop the steal by choosing their own pro-Trump representatives to the Electoral College, which would actually be doing the steal. So chill out. The majority leader there said it's totally cool. Biden won, and that's it. We're not doing anything else. So that's good. Also in the news, Trump has been out of kilter with the global mood since he first took office, preaching his America first and fair, not free trade. Although I have to say, I'm not big on the TPP, so hopefully we're not going to resurrect that bad boy. Anyway, he has isolationist hubris, as they call it. Now, as his time in office draws to a close, the combined unspoken message from the world's leaders is don't let the door hit you on the way out. The virtual summit of leaders on the world's richest nations is being hosted in Saudi Arabia. Its stated aim is to pull countries together to combat COVID-19, accelerating testing, treatment, and vaccines for all, while helping poor nations cope with the pandemic's economic impact. Evidence of the shifting attitude toward the outgoing U.S. administration came from Saudi Minister of Investments, who said, when the world needed leadership to combat COVID-19, is what he was talking about. When the world needed leadership, there was none. And Trump's like, what about Khashoggi? I overlooked it. The G20 had stepped up because some nations turned inwards towards nationalism. He didn't mention Trump by name. He didn't need to because everyone understood. Bye-bye, buddy. Not buddy. All right. And also, as President-elect Joe Biden prepares to take office, half of his transition team which will be laying the groundwork for his administration, is made up of people of color, and women are in the majority. 46% of the transition staff are people of color, and the majority of transition staff, 52%, are ladies, are ladies, are ladies. The new diversity figure comes as Biden is set to announce his cabinet picks and senior staff for the White House. I guess they're supposed to be doing some of that tomorrow on Tuesday. But the rest will be in the coming weeks. It was one of the first tests of his campaign pledge to build an administration that will look like America, and it looks like he did. Next. Within 2 months, there's only 2 months left until Inauguration Day. President Trump apparently is hell-bent on lighting more figurative fires on his way out of office. Progressive groups are launching the No Corporate Cabinet campaign, increasing pressure on Biden to keep business insiders and lobbyists out of his administration. The new initiative includes a website that aims to serve as a central hub for information about and activism related to the Biden transition, which is important stuff to know. It will feature a news section and a persons of interest page detailing some potential appointees whom Biden is considering, but campaign organizers say he should avoid. How nice is the internet that we can be right on top of people in terms of activism, like before they make their appointment out of their corporate head, you know? Demand Progress and Revolving Door Project, if you know about those guys, are great. They're leading the effort. They're in partnership with Climate Investigation Center, Documented, and True North Research. These guys and the Demand Progress executive editor, David Siegel, invoked one of the president's, he is the president, right? No, he's not the president. He's a president-elect's key campaign promises, declaring that if Biden is serious about building back better in a way that remedies the long-standing ills of the country, his administration must be run by people dedicated to working in the service of the general welfare. Go to nocorporatecabinet.com, like today and now, like now, to support this campaign. It's a good thing. You can get it done, like from your desk, like right now, or your phone. They need to hear that a lot of people are paying attention, because often after elections, people are like, whew, my candidate won. I trust him to do what needs to be done. And I use the pronoun he because it's always been a he so far. And they sit back and maybe they kind of watch. But now the holidays come. The holidays take everyone's focus more inward toward family and less of matters of politics. And yet, now, what with the internet, we can all do both. We can keep our eyes on the prize, and we can keep pressuring the electeds to do the right thing even before they actually swear oath of office. So that's a glorious joy. NoCorporateCabinet.com. Make sure they know that we are watching and that they will owe us for the next 4 years. They will owe progressives the victory. So let us not let them forget it. All right. A new campaign, by the way, was over the weekend, was unveiled. Did you see it? Fossil-free media. Their goal is to expand the goals of fossil fuel divestment movements by cutting into oil and gas companies' profit margins, hitting them in the pocketbook, baby, through their public relations and ad campaigns, along with the support fossil fuel giants get from Wall Street. The industry has been propped up for decades by PR. Just like those cigarettes that killed your dad. Advertising agencies, aren't always transparent about their relationships with companies, including Shell, Exxon, and BP. Fossil fuel companies have spent more than $3.6 billion on advertising since the 1990s. We could expose those advertisers, right? And then other people who work with those advertisers hit those advertisers in the pocketbook. It's a disgusting, soul-crushing, manipulative business, generally speaking, unless you're advertising, peace and joy. Anywho, Clean Creatives urges creative artists in PR and ad industries to take a pledge stating that we are the heart of our industry and our best brands want creatives that will help them find their purpose and make a difference, not take their money and sit down with the biggest polluters on the planet. Good deal, right? If you're an artist and you want to take a pledge, or if you want to support the campaign, go to cleancreatives.org. Again, it's cleancreatives.org. Good. I like how people are doing stuff, making things happen. If you're just tuning in, this is the Progressive headlines for today, November 23rd. We're making our way toward the holidays, people. We just did, if you're watching on YouTube, we just did an interview with Dean Baker about we wound up getting into something wonderful that Trump has actually done for people, and it has to do with the pharmaceutical industry. So I would say definitely watch that on YouTube. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel. I hope you had a lovely weekend. And if I don't see you before the holiday, I'm here almost every day. I hope you have a great week.